Welcome into the Extra Point, presented by American Jewelry, with two great locations in Mount Juliet and in Brentwood. The Blue family's been doing this since 1974, and if you tell them A to Z Sports sent you, you get 15% off anything in the store. Also, check out their website, american.jewelry. As we're recovering from the bachelor party weekend, that's why the voice sounds like this, Zach. You learned Saturday of Jameis Winston's suspension. 3 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy for the groping allegation in an Uber in Scottsdale, Arizona. Zach, as a big Bucs fan, what is your thought about Jameis's 3-game suspension?
Well, don't mess with the NFL. I think that's what it told me is they're always going to win. They always win against Ezekiel Elliott. Tom Brady, we know the back and forth of that.
Yep.
You didn't think that he was going to get suspended. Oh, by the way, the NFL always wins. And Jameis Winston is just basically going to take his punishment and get back on week 4 to see if they can salvage the season. He's also admitting to some degree to not fight it because he's not appealing.
Yeah, he's not appealing, and it makes sense because Jameis's base salary for 2018 season is $700,000. So you would lose 3 game checks out of $700,000, split up 16 different ways. If he appeals it like Tom Brady did and Ezekiel Elliott did and delays it until next season, his base salary next year is like $21 million. So 3 game checks out of $21 million is a lot more money. So Jameis is just doing it and getting out of the way. Now the Bucs can prepare to play with Ryan Fitzpatrick for the first 3 games of this season, which he could have delayed it, and maybe the appeal comes back and he loses the appeal and gets suspended in week 10, 11, 12 when the Bucs might be trying to make a playoff run. So For the football reasons and for the money reasons, it's best for Jameis, take your suspension and get through it. Now, should the NFL, because there wasn't an arrest made here, there's an allegation, he hasn't been convicted of anything. Should the NFL be dealing with allegations like this? That's a completely different story, and they got themselves involved in this where they can't just turn their shoulder because of the Ray Rice issue from several years ago, even though that was an arrest. There was a video there, but just think about this. Ray Rice's original suspension was 2 games for punching his now wife. 3 games for a groping allegation. There's a big difference in a groping allegation and punching video evidence of punching your wife. Yet the groping has gotten 1 more game. Now times have changed, obviously, and they're taking the groping allegation seriously. But it is interesting to think about how far the NFL has come in 3 or 4 years since the Ray Rice issue.
Yeah, well, and Roger Goodell will always be the judge, jury, and executioner. So you better understand that, and you better stay out of trouble at any rate from any player, because they're going to suspend you whether the law says that you're guilty or not. It doesn't matter. If Goodell says you're guilty, you're not playing.
And that's today's Extra Point, presented by American Jewelry here in A to Z Sports Nashville.com.